What's going on, everybody? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. What's up, everybody? Back again in full effect. Day two, second session. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about mental blocks, strongholds that keeps us as humans stuck. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or even financially. But today I'm gonna talk about the mental and emotional aspects. I'm gonna keep going on the rest of my lives and jump to financial, psychological, spiritual, and energetic, and even behavioral ones. And then I'm also going to tap into um, making an actual episode on what I'm speaking about. I just feel called to do that. So that's what we're going to talk about for the next few days. And before we get started, I want to set the tone. You know what I mean? Where is the palette? Okay, there it goes. So before we get started, just want to do a little energy cleansing breathing session for us to open our minds and our hearts to this. What's going on, Backwood? Thank you for joining. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok, so we're gonna do a little box breathing. In for 4, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, and hold for 4. All right. Go ahead, breathe in, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. And again, in 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Out. Out for 4. Sorry. Hold for 4. Last one, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just think of gratitude, Thankful for being here. Thankful for the breath I breathe. Thankful for my health. Thankful for my love I have to give, for the love that people give to me, for the opportunity to motivate, for my wisdom, for electricity, for my energy, you know, for the food I just ate. Straight up. But yeah, let's jump into it. So, the strongholds that keep us stuck mentally. For one, we're starting off with 5, all right? We got 5 strongholds that keep us stuck mentally, in a. And one, it would be limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. Thank y'all for joining. You know, whether that be always telling ourselves we're not good enough for something, or success is for other people, it's not for me, or I can't do this, it's going to be hard. I know today's going to be tough, limiting beliefs that keep us stuck. And they operate in the back of our minds. They operate in the background. So we don't even notice this bullshit, and it in turn shapes our identity and our decision making. Because think about it. If you have these types of beliefs, of course they're going to shape your decisions. Of course they're going to shape the way you think about yourself on what you can and can't do. So you have to become aware of your limiting beliefs, of your thinking the bullshit thoughts that you have about yourself and the life and the world around you. You know, even when it comes to what you can or can't afford. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the money for that. I'm broke. Those things, those thoughts and sentences that you just let splurge out of your mouth are limiting beliefs. Always telling yourself or other people that you're broke, that you're stupid for making a mistake. At the end of the day, it's bullshit. And at the end of the day, you're not loving yourself like you should. We got to learn to love ourselves through it all. And understand we have everything we need already. We have the health. We have the ability to get the everyday things we need to do done, whether that be, you know, whether it be we need assistance or we can do it on our own. Whatever. At the end of the day, we have everything we need. So we got to stop with the limiting beliefs and telling ourselves we can't do something, telling ourselves we're not good enough. It's a stronghold that's keeping you stuck in the places that you don't want to be. Straight up. What's going on? Thank you for joining. God bless you too, the seven. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, hit that share button too. I appreciate it. I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. So we got the limiting beliefs. The second one would be fear of change, the unknown. Man, that's a big one. The comfort zones is something real. And what I like to say is, you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I've heard it over and over, and I love that saying. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Bro, you wouldn't have caught me dead on live making videos a year ago. Straight up. That wasn't me. But you got to become comfortable being uncomfortable. On the other side of that uncomfortability is growth. On the other side of that uncomfortability is your dream reality, your dream life. Think about it. If you are continuing to do the same thing that you are comfortable doing, what has that gotten you? Where has it gotten you? Has it gotten you to the place that you actually want to be living? Is that your dream life? I can bet you $10 that is not. Straight up, I can bet you $10 that is not. So we gotta get comfortable being uncomfortable. You gotta stop being in fear of change or the unknown. And crazy enough, the comfort zone can feel safer than growth, even even if it's painful. Even if you know that it's causing you pain, that comfort zone will keep you there because you have associated the comfort zone with being safe and you are in fear of what you don't know. Subconsciously, we're not going to do anything that we feel unsafe doing. So you have told yourself a story that being uncomfortable is not safe. Going after that dream life is not safe. In one way, shape, or form, I'm going to fail. My mom doesn't want me to do this. The people around me doesn't want me to do this. They're going to look at me crazy. Nobody's going to like me. I'm not going to have enough money. One way or another, you have convinced yourself that the change is not safe. What is the 70? What is the hearts under my name? The 79 hearts. I don't know. I haven't been live on TikTok pretty much ever. This is my third time being live on TikTok, so I have no idea what those hearts mean, but I'm pretty sure they mean something good. See, I don't know, but thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button as you come in. Hit that share button as well. I appreciate y'all. What's going on, Shyla, Drea? What's going on, everybody? Latora, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, the limiting beliefs. This is the first one. Fear of change is the second one. Fear of the unknown. So tell yourself a different story about what you don't know. That on the other side of that uncomfortability, the unknown. Really, when you start to embrace and allow the unknown into your life, it actually turns out better than you thought. I can tell you from my own experience, every time I let go of what I think I know is going to happen and what I expect, it turns out to be better, to be a better experience. I'm relieved. I'm happy about it. I have this weight lifted off my shoulder. Feel me? Thank you, thank you, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. But the third one would be unresolved trauma. Man, all of these are fucking straight up real. But the third one would be unresolved trauma. Emotional wounds from our childhood, from the past experiences. You know, they can create patterns, the same patterns from before, emotionally, especially, um, and we can subconsciously sabotage what it is that we actually want for ourselves. We can subconsciously sabotage and destroy the the potential we have for our life because we're holding on to unresolved trauma. We haven't healed. You know what I'm saying? We haven't healed. And it's so crazy how we can hold on to the things that hurt us, the things that cause us so much pain, but we can easily forget the things that have made us happy, made us full of joy, put a smile on our face. We can easily let that go, but we will consistently think of the things the bullshit that hurt us and hold on to it because we don't want to get hurt again. But in actuality, you are continuing, you are repeating that same pattern because you're holding on to it. You're holding on to that energy. You're not letting it go. So whether you see it or not, it's like, sometimes you'd be like, I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew he was bullshit. I knew. But that's because you're holding on to that energy. You're holding on to the unresolved trauma. The unresolved trauma. That's how powerful you are, man. That's how powerful we are. But we need to let it go. Choose to let it go. Choose to forgive not only yourself, but the situation. You know? Heal that inner child. Heal from those past experiences. Whatever that looks like to you. Like, if you really think about it, you are holding on to something that happened decades ago. decades ago. You are stuck in the past. It's crazy. I don't know about you, but it's crazy to think about when I think about some of the things that I held on to from childhood over 2 decades ago, 20 years. Crazy. It's unfortunate, but it's never too late to grow. It's never too late to forgive. It's never too late to start to love yourself more than you did yesterday or the second just before this one. It's never too late. Thank y'all for the likes, though. I thank you for the reactions. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So become aware of what you are holding on to. You can't shift what you can't see. You can't change what you can't see. You cannot become a better person and have a better life experience by not having awareness. Awareness is key, man. Awareness is huge. Jasmine, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. What's going on, Stephanie? But the fourth one, shame and guilt. It really coincides with what I said about forgiveness. You know, shame and guilt is such low vibrations, low energy. You on a low vibe. You don't have much energy, having shame and guilt. Forgive yourself. Forgive the situation. You know, they keep you at a low emotional state. So how can you really get anything done in life? How can you really live the life that you want to if you're in such a low emotional state? They keep you trapped in the cycle of self-punishment and self-doubt. You just become trapped having this shame and guilt because of what you did, mistakes in the past or what somebody else did. You know, we make mistakes. Mistakes don't make us. Straight up. Learn from your mistakes. Understand that you're not your mistakes. You just made a mistake. And honestly, everything that we go through in this life, we're meant to grow through. Go through it to grow through it. Don't hold on to it because you're just keeping that energy so stuck up in your body, in your energy centers, and it's not able to move like it should. It's just being deeply rooted within you when it should be moving up and out of you, up into consciousness to turn it into wisdom. Apps on the sage. Yeah, but uh, yeah, just keeps you stuck, man. Gotta learn to let it go and learn to. That's my goal. Put in there. She cleaned the rest of the kitchen.
No.
Why?
I wiped the counters, but she needs to finish the dishes. I'm not sure why she didn't, but
I don't know in my life. Oh, there it is. You gonna be in line with me? You have anything to say about those five?
about what?
Those five.
Those five. Mm.
We're gonna go. We're gonna be talking about mental, mental strongholds, financial, psychological, spiritual, or energetic, and behavioral things that keep us mentally stuck in the next few lives, and then I'm gonna make episodes as well to kind of piggyback off of what I talk about on live. So right now I'm talking about the mental and emotional strongholds, which I already spoke on limiting beliefs. But if you have something to say, I would love to hear it. Limiting beliefs, fear of change or the unknown, and uh, unresolved trauma. And right now I'm on shame and guilt. So,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, I was gonna say, man, she could clean the whole damn kitchen. That's what we used to do every day. We switch off. I think that's what they need to do. So maybe I don't know, just clean the whole kitchen, switch off.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Say,
Mhm.
uh, you're in my life, just looking like a fucking shampoo model.
I just had to give my head a nice little scratchy. A scratchy after a ponytail feels so good.
Yeah, I definitely need to get back on live though, because my lives be sleep. I need to start going live again.
Frank!
You have anything to say, Pooh?
No, I'm about to get out.
No? So you just come sit down, don't say nothing.
Hey! I was watching this. Frank, you want to say something? Huh? You want to say something? You want to talk about how you ran away today? Huh? You want to talk about how you ran?
Wanting to.
He just shook his head real fast. Beans, do you want to talk about how you didn't tell nobody that your brother was gone? Hmm? Yeah.
You go to work at 10,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I do.
You put these clips on my paper.
Some of them really.
You're right there.
Some.
How's this?
Sleeping. Sleeping
How's the smell now?
Sleeping.
Huh?
No, I need to do something with you. So,
What? But I asked, how does it smell now? Oh, what did you want to do?
ah, but, but, stop biting my tongue.
Shelby, chill.
You're biting my tongue. Why should I bite you? Oh, young one, gonna bite your toes.
What did you want to do? Huh?
What the heck did we do a year ago? Oh,
Anyways, shame and guilt. Shame and guilt keep you in a state emotionally that you don't want to be and mentally that you don't want to be. They keep you trapped in a cycle. Just continue to punish yourself. You have self doubt, you know, because you feel ashamed of what you did or didn't do. Based off of everything that I just said from before, you have these limiting beliefs and you fear that you can't change and you fear that you can't, that we can't accomplish something because growing up, you were taught to be shy. You were taught that you were an introvert. You were taught that you weren't that smart. So you have this identity and you make decisions based off of the past of the identity that you have been conditioned to create. Hello, you're being really rude. Thank you. I know, right? Bless you. You know what? Sort of use new flowers. Diamonds. I don't know what that means. Scar itches. But yeah, pretty much learn to forgive. Learn to forgive yourself, experiences, situations, people. Learn to forgive, even if it's energetically. You don't even have to talk directly to anybody, but energetically. You feel me? Thank you for joining. Mm. Then, you know, it kind of coincides with the rest of them. Being attached to the past, constantly reliving old stories, betrayals, or identities. They can prevent you from transformations. They can prevent you from growing. It's pretty much keeping yourself stuck. Like I said, that's the whole point of this live. Well, this topic, understanding what keeping you stuck. What is keeping you stuck? Constantly reliving the old stories. what somebody may did, what somebody did to you or didn't do for you. You know, what the things that you identify with. You know, the behaviors that you identify with, or something that you did or didn't do, you start to identify with and say that's you. But gotta understand that it's keeping you from growing. Essentially, it's keeping you from growing. So become aware of that. You know, you can't change what you can't see. And release and reprogram those beliefs. Release and reprogram beliefs that empower you. Release the beliefs that don't serve you, that don't make you feel good, that keep you in a state of mind of making you not have the courage to accomplish something. And do that for yourself. You know, whether it's journaling, writing down all of those beliefs that keep you stuck when it comes to your finances, your relationships, your health, your emotional state, your your wealth, your peace, all of that. Write all of those beliefs down that keep you in a place where you don't want to be. And then ask yourself, where do those beliefs come from? Where did this belief come from? Saying that I can't afford this, or money's hard to come by, or I always get in these messed up relationships. Nobody likes me. Where did those beliefs come from? What happened? You know, that's part of the shadow work and, you know, inner child healing. You can even meditate on it. You know, do some embodiment practices like breath work, movement, conscious creation, aligned action, having the vision of who you actually want to be, having the vision of your best self, your higher self, that best version of you that consciously created, have aligned action with who you want to be. You know, when you feel yourself talking yourself out of doing something that best version of you would do, notice that. Ask yourself, why am I telling myself this? Why am I talking myself out of what I want to do? Sit with it and love that inner child or that person that's stuck in that past experience. Love that person. Just sit with it. Just sit with yourself and then continue on. Keep pushing. Keep going. Because transformation doesn't happen without change. It just doesn't make any sense. Can't happen. Only way it's going to change is if you change. Wanting isn't going to do much, but have you continue to want? You have to start to make a change. Start to allow evolution into your life. Allow yourself to evolve. Hmm. Allow yourself to evolve. What's going on, Priscilla? Thank you for joining. Hit that like button for me. Appreciate you. Live on TikTok and YouTube. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, understand when we break free, the shift starts with awareness and releasing and reprogramming your mind, releasing those beliefs that keep you stuck, doing shadow work, journaling, to heal that inner child, that past self that feels unhappy and is in fear, so much doubt, and start to have embodiment practices like meditation and breath work, or do some chi or yoga, or just EFT tapping, and aligned action, conscious creation. Visualize. Visualize. Who's that best version of you? What do they eat? What do they drink? Who do they hang around? How do they speak to other people? How do they speak to themselves? You know, what are their daily activities? What are your habits? Hmm, straight up. Because you have to change it. That's the same person that who you are today is not going to get you to where you want to be. That person today has to change to get to where you want to be. Because where you want to be, that is a different version of you. That is a different version of you. So who is that version of you? Visualize who that version of you is. Imagine who that person is. Stick to that person emotionally and allow yourself to change your habits today. Those habits need to change. I'm not saying dramatically. Some people can do it dramatically, but step by step, that's how things change. It's not going to change overnight. So give yourself grace, give yourself love, encourage yourself to make the change. It's not going to happen just because. Beans. It's just not. So I think I want to play the steel tongue drum. But before that, hit the sound bowl for some more relaxation before the relaxation. You know, I want to do some box healing. I mean, some box breathing. And for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. It's just like you're able to receive, you're able to wait, and you're able to give, and you're able to wait and be patient in order to receive again. Box breathing. Inhale. Oops. Inhale again. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2. Hold for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Grateful. Grateful for being here. Grateful for a new day. Thankful for health. There are a few things you're grateful for. Just be in the moment and think about what you can be grateful for. Your limbs, the roof over your head, able to hear beautiful sounds. Mm. Speak and express yourself. To have food in the kitchen, in your fridge. You know, small things, but things we couldn't do without. Hmm. The the steel tongue drum. I always want to call it a handpan. Steel tongue drum, right? Just gonna go off of what I feel called to hit. That was nice. Always feels good to play. Always feels good to play. So before I hop off, do a little vibration sound bowl. Just be in the moment with me, y'all. Just take a deep breath in 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. And for another 4 seconds. And inhale once again. That's gonna be called box breathing. All of those notions are 4 seconds each. Okay? Here we go. Inhale. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Inhale 4 seconds. Last time. Inhale. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Fine. Yeah, fine shit slap tonight. It was funny. Thank y'all though. I appreciate it. Like I said, it was live on TikTok and YouTube. Be live again, doing the purpose challenge. So I'll be back tomorrow. Got school class in the morning. So y'all have a good night or a good day wherever you at in the world. Don't let nobody fuck it up for you. You have the power over your life. Keep that good energy and much love to y'all. Stay happy, stay peaceful, stay blessed, stay with that love in your heart. All right. Much love.